Hello.
Hi,
Hey,
Bob.
Robert.
Instead of November 18th, we're going to go with December 16th.
Happy Hanukkah to everyone.
Thank you.
And Merry
Happy
Christmas.
Hanukkah,
Same to you.
Merry Christmas, and Happy Hanukkah and Happy Holidays. And today is the Mesa Rotary Club Christmas party.
I can
Christmas
smell
get-together.
the pine already.
Rotary Zoom call.
Were we supposed to dress?
Well, I hope you did.
Well, I know that. But I mean, I saw Cammie, but I thought that she was like the one off. I didn't realize I was supposed to.
So we're honored to have the Westwood Honor Choir with us today. Mesa Rotary Club shares a long tradition of meeting in December for an incredible program of holiday music. Christopher Denton is an accomplished director over at Westwood High School. And again, this year, he's brought his choir to sing for us. So this is the 5th year in a row that Chris has led that group. Rotarian Dale Brenton reminded me yesterday that we've shared this program for now 55 years. So this is the 55th year that the choir has come to us to sing to our club. Liz Paulus will lead our Pledge of Allegiance. Don Wild will offer prayer, and Val Wilson is going to take the Sergeant at Arms. So I'm going to ask everyone to mute your microphone, and I'm going to ask Liz to unmute your microphone and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Liz.
Liz, you're muted.
So Liz Paulus, I know you had a moment ago, so let's just unmute your microphone.
Okay, am I muted? Okay, am I muted or not?
You are live. We can hear you.
Okay, how did that happen? Okay, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, I got through that. Whew.
All right. Now I'll
And
jump.
if Don Wild will now lead us in the prayer. Don?
Our dear Heavenly Father, we're very grateful for this opportunity to gather together as friends and to celebrate the holiday season. We're grateful for all the blessings that we've had and grateful for the opportunities to serve. We ask you to continue to bless us so we'll be able to make a long-term impact as well as a short-term impact in our community. And we ask for these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
So we have a few guests in the room today. Alex Cruz, he's an executive with the Boy Scouts of America. And Rex Clevenger is also joining us. And Steve Beck is just entering the room as well. So today we're going to recognize our student of the month. Actually, there are 2 students of the month. And I'm going to hand the microphone to Chad in just a moment. 2 students are Alyssa Bodwin and Declan Nichols. So Chad, I'm going to unscreen share and I'll let you take over.
Well, thank you very much. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to see everybody. And we know that we're supposed to just have one student of the month, but we couldn't just pick one. So we decided to go with 2. And if you remember last time, we had everybody in the boardroom here, but we're having some technological difficulties. So we're now doing it from multiple places. And so I'm going to introduce the building principals who will introduce the teachers and the students. I think it's much more important that you hear from them than you hear from me. So to start, I'd like to introduce the building principal for our main campus, Mr. Danny Fisher. Danny, are you on?
I am, sir. Thank you. And to the Rotary Club, I appreciate the opportunity to celebrate some of our students today with you. And kind of following suit with Dr. Wilson there, I think that it's most valuable to hear from the teacher and students. So with that, here I'd like to introduce Joe Kalfas to talk to us a bit about Declan Nichols and why he chose him as Student of the Month. Mr. Kalfas, if you're ready.
I am. We're trying to share the screen. Can everyone see at least part of me or part of us?
We can see you just fine.
All right. Well, thank you for the opportunity to introduce Declan. He's a first-year culinary student, and despite all of the interesting challenges we've had this year, it's still been an excellent year at EVIT, and Declan has just demonstrated really all of what we're hoping for, especially in our AM class. So he's eager, he's cooperative, he's always looking to learn more and help out. Additionally, he sits on our executive council, student council here at EVIT, and is constantly working either at our bistro, volunteering, or our dollar cart, and really, I guess, encapsulates what we're hoping to see from all of our students. So I wanted to introduce Declan Nichols to you.
Hey guys.
Hi, Declan.
How you doing? Wait, thank you.
So, yeah. So just give him a few minutes or a moment about yourself or why
Uh,
you like EVIT.
Well, I like EVIT because, one day when I own my own restaurant, so, we're doing kitchen math too, which is like cost per unit stuff that it's really important to know for kitchen stuff. And, being in the kitchen every day, learning new things gives you the knowledge of what to do. Bistro 13 that we have here, sign up for that every week, and it just also gives you the experience that you need. And experience is fun to have.
Well, good. I don't know if there's any questions for anybody, but this is he's getting used to all the fame because we did this on Monday night at our board meeting. But we're proud to have him, and if there's any questions for him, otherwise we could turn it over, I think, to Mr. Corsaro.
What school does he go to in addition to EVIT?
I'm homeschooled.
Okay, thanks.
Mr. Corsaro, are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you guys doing today?
Very good. Thank you. Welcome.
Well, I'd like to introduce one of our second year aviation instructors, Chris Klein, and he's going to talk to you about the Power Campus Student of the Month, Alyssa. Chris, are you there?
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. My name's Chris. I'm over on the Power Campus. I teach the second year aviation students, and I have the pleasure of teaching Alyssa, who's sitting next to me. You'll hear from her in a second. I come from the aviation industry. I was a flight instructor. I was an airline pilot before joining the EVIT team. I know what it takes to become a pilot. It takes a lot of money, even more work. It takes a lot of effort on a student's behalf to make it to the colloquial finish line. And some of the students, they're working hard, but some outshine their competition, and Alyssa definitely falls into that category. Every single day she puts forth the effort, and I have no doubt that she'll make it to that finish line and become an airline pilot, which she stated is her goal. So, over to you.
Okay. So, am I basically just explaining where I want to go and what EVIT is on?
Yeah.
Okay. So my goal is to become an airline pilot. I found that out when I was 14. My dad's a private pilot, so I was used to going to the airport when I was younger, and he would take me to go watch airplanes take off and land, and I thought it was really interesting, even though I was so young. And my mom is a flight attendant, so I get to go on airline flights often, which I can see the captains in there. So I've met some captains there, and it's just so interesting how everything works. And I started working towards that goal and found EVIT, and it's helped me get way ahead, especially with all the help that I get from the teachers here. Oh, that's about it.
Very good. Well, I want to thank you all very much for taking the time to introduce yourselves today. As you can see, we had two individuals that we just couldn't pick just one. I very much appreciate the Rotary giving us the opportunity to celebrate these students and to hear what they're doing in our community that's going to make us better tomorrow than we are today. So I very much appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Chad. And it'd be nice to spend a little more time at a future meeting learning more about some of these standout students and what their plans are, and maybe even telling them a little bit more about what Rotary is and talking about the service and how that might help their future as well.
Absolutely.
And we'd look forward to that opportunity. We'll have to create that, but we're going to move forward. But before, I want to thank again Alyssa and Declan. Keep up the good work. Today, we're also going to do a new member induction. So Liz Paulus, Andy Forlis, and Don Weil, you are really on deck. Dill Brinton is our historian. He's going to read the induction charge to you, and the rest of us will sit back, mute our microphone, and we'll listen. So Dill?
Nope. Am I on?
You're on.
Yeah, there we are. All right, let's see how well I stumble through this again. This charge originally was written by Charlie Mitten, who was one of our long-term members of our club. He had some 45 years of attendance before he was killed, and was editor and owner of the Mesa Tribune. He was a big Rotarian. So he wrote this to remind us of why we're Rotarians. Don, Andy, and Liz, you have been elected to the membership in the Rotary Club of Mesa because you are a successful business or professional man or woman and a leader in your line of endeavor. We believe that you possess traits of character that indicate an earnest desire to make your life successful in the biggest and broadest sense. In Rotary, you will find a guide and an impetus to this success. Rotary is not a substitute for ambition. You will still have need of all of your energy, personality, and grit. But the principles of Rotary are economically and morally sound, and your adherence to them will make for your greatest success. Your election and full participation in our club is an expression of the members' confidence in you and of their goodwill toward you. Privileges and opportunities are to be yours, but along with these, you have certain definite responsibilities, both to the club and to the outside world. First principle in Rotary is attendance. Someone has said that the heartthrob of Rotary, that was Charlie that said that, is the weekly contact of its business and professional men and women. There's no absent treatment in Rotary. Ever since our club has been organized, we've set a high standard in this fundamental of attendance. And you are now under a solemn obligation to do your part to maintain or even better our standard. When you miss our meeting, you are expected to share fellowship with one of the other Rotary clubs throughout the city, state, or worldwide, even on the internet. From time to time, you will be asked to cooperate in certain acts of personal service. Let me just say that no one has ever put more into Rotary than he or she has taken out. The returns to yourself will be in proportion to the investment you make of yourself in our club. Finally, the cornerstone of all Rotary is fellowship, faithful attendance, work, play, the use of the first name, and a common ambition to serve. All of these are factors in the building of friendship. Just in proportion as you do your part, will you come to know and honor our fellow members. And just in that proportion will you prove yourself worthy to be a member of the Mesa Rotary Club. Welcome to the Mesa Rotary.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Liz and Don and Andy. And you'll have the opportunity to do a classification talk as well, which will allow each of you to tell our club just a little bit more about your background. But for today, I want to tell you on behalf of our club, welcome. You're going to receive, or actually you have received a certificate. And with that certificate, you have a pin, a Rotary pin, which is an outward indication to everyone else of your membership in our club. The packet of information has got some good reading material, and I would encourage you to take a look at that. And our treasurer never forgets to remind our new members that within that packet, there is a due statement or a bill. So you will not avoid that. In addition, I would encourage everyone, Liz, Andy, and Don, to go ahead and sign up for Rotary Direct. And the way to do that is to go on to My Rotary or create a My Rotary account. And from there, you can sign up for Rotary Direct. If you have any questions, send an email to Rich or myself or Craig Henry. So now that we have 3 wonderful new members in our club, I want to move forward. There are 2 of them, and we didn't receive Andy's picture yet, but I promise to put it up once we have it. I'm gonna
It's
ask
coming
Val
your
Wilson-
way today. We just did it an hour ago.
Good.
On its way.
We'll have it in the next meeting's COG, I'm sure. It'll be in the newsletter.
Yeah, if
So-
you send all of them to me, there will be.
Oh, okay, we'll make sure that Dill gets them. He has to be in receipt of them a day ahead of time or so, and he'll make sure they're there.
It's all right, Ben, you can send them to me or Rich.
Okay. And with that, I'm gonna ask Val Wilson to unmute your microphone. You're our Sergeant at Arms. And Val, immediately after your Sergeant at Arms presentation, hand the microphone to Joe Wilson, okay?
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Does anyone want to start off with a confession? Don Wild, how did you do on your invitation to have people meet with you?
Yeah, so I have 2 takers, and we had lunch day before yesterday. Is Nicole still here, or does she have to go?
Nope, I am here.
You're
We
there.
had a great lunch.
Yeah, we did. It was fun. Did you get to eat the candy yet?
Yes, and I'm making sure I'm not around Rich when I have it so he doesn't steal any.
Okay, so the offer is still on the table. Anybody who wants to do a lunch just as a meet and greet, just chat, gets one of those boxes of candy, and I donate $100 to my Paul Harris. So still on the table. Got 8 more slots.
Good. Does anybody else want to
Okay.
put out that same kind of an offer to have lunch with somebody for $100? That sounds like a good deal. How many of you have changed your bread choices since our meeting last week? Anybody? There you go. Anyone that changed, tell me what bread you bought.
Well, Val, I bought sourdough, but I love sourdough anyway, but I moved to sourdough almost exclusively. And I did look up his flour and I thought I might try it at one of these days in baking something.
So you can't buy his bread per se, but you bought the sourdough.
I bought sourdough bread because he
Yeah.
said that was better for you than regular bread.
Right.
But I also looked up his flour and it's a little pricey, but I might try it someday.
Yeah. Anybody else try new bread?
Val, I didn't try the bread, but I tried his advice of apple juice and fresh cherries mixed together in the morning. So I've been doing that, and I'm a new man. I feel different. You know, everything's great.
I noticed you have more hair this week than you did last week. That's good.
Yes, I'm vibrant. You know, everything's great, buddy.
You go around and visit all the members at their homes too, I guess, right?
Well, I still don't know why you live where you live, Val. It's not easy to find you, but you wait.
I don't either. It's one of the nice places in the ghetto.
Am I going to pay a penalty for showing up at your door?
No, I thought that was a nice visit. You know, you get rewarded for that.
Okay.
Anybody have anything to brag about? There must be somebody.
Bragging, but I was going to answer your other question, Val, about
Okay.
I ordered 50 pounds of his wheat. So when it gets here, I'm going to grind it and make bread. And then maybe we'll invite people to break bread with Don or something.
There you go. Do you have a grinder? You make your own bread?
Yes, I have a grinder. We've had it.
That's great. Well, next time we have a meeting where we can share your bread, that'd be great. Anybody else on the bread theme? What about bragging about something? Does anybody have a collection of things like creches or anything that's related to Christmas? Does anybody collect Christmas memorabilia? Nobody? Surprising.
Nobody admits anything if there's a.
Well, I haven't said there'd be a fine. I'm just interested in what.
You and Larkin Fitch.
Right. Nobody collects anything. No angels, no snowman, no anything. Holy cow. Well, I only have one slightly humorous story about what you give to one of your friends that has bad breath. And of course, you know the answer is an ornament for Christmas. Okay, and end of story. Move on. Joe, give us the program.
Okay, thank you. Well, basically, the program will be joining us in about 5 minutes, but Rich and I just have about 5 minutes to, I guess, entertain you. So before I turn it over to him, would everybody turn on their video so we can see their background? Because one of our part today is looking at and identifying, because we don't have our usual ugly sweater contest, although I have mine on. We are going to have a contest, and there will be prizes for those backgrounds that we think fit our category. So Rich, it's all yours.
Well, I've been kind of scouring, and there aren't a whole lot, but there's two that kind of strike me. One is Cammie. She went the international Rotary theme, which I thought was very appropriate and very good. And then there's Craig Henry. He gives a picture of what Santa sees when he's out cruising around at night. So I would have to say Cammie and Craig have got a good shot at this thing. I don't know. What do you think, Joe?
Well, I have a couple others, but I'd like to ask some questions of a couple of them. First of all, I would like James to explain to us what his background is, because it looks so warm and cozy.
So we did a fireside chat, our first one at the bank yesterday. So my oldest daughter picked this background out from a home in Colorado.
Is that your home, her home?
It's not. I wish it was.
Well, it's great anyway. So thank you. And then I love Jen and Yvonne's background. Is that real time? But I assume that is the original Mesa background, our Mesa Christmas tree downtown. Tell us about it.
Yeah, that's downtown on McDonald, and that was from the tree lighting night, the Friday after Thanksgiving. And Santa was there to help us light the tree.
And Rex, tell us where yours was taken.
This is pretty much looking at my backyard. We back up to the Tonto National Forest.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Couple others. I'm looking for what others we have. Sally always has a festive one. Sally, tell us about yours.
Straight off of Google.
That's what I assumed. And thanks to Sally, mine is straight off of Google too. She sent it to me. Ben, I don't know whether everybody heard what your background was when we were first chatting, so tell us about yours.
It's Gilbert, Arizona. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's Wengen, Switzerland, and it's 3/4 of the way up among the highest peaks in the Swiss Alps. And I had the chance to ski for half a day and spend time with my family in some really cold, beautiful weather a couple years ago there.
And Cammie, tell us what yours is. I think most of us know, but tell us what it is.
Mine is representing International Rotary. So, and we have really good news. Our family just received notification that we're going to have another Italian student. She'll be joining us for second semester, and she'll be a senior at Mountain View. So just representing a Merry Christmas on adding more to our family.
How exciting. And hopefully you'll share that with our Rotary group. Maybe we can do a program later on in the year with your exchange student. That would be fun on it.
Oh, we would love that. Yes.
Yeah. Ben, I don't see that our choir has arrived yet. Have they?
I'm unaware of that. I don't believe they're here yet, Joe.
Okay, so we have a couple more minutes. Rich, do you have anything else you want to add at this point?
We are here, by the way.
Oh, you are? Okay, very good.
Yes,
Okay, we don't need to
I had
add
the
it.
video off.
Okay, so at the end of the program, when they finish, I would suggest you all stay on for a few minutes because we will announce the winners of our backgrounds and at that point, and everybody is going to get a prize that we sent to you in the mail. So with this, I guess I'll turn it over to Ben.
Okay, Joe. Thank you. So as we mentioned earlier, Chris Denton is here, he's live, and we're really going to hand the microphone to Chris. His group is preparing, and let's tune in and see what's going on. Chris?
All right. Hello. How are you doing, Rotary Club? It's good to be with you all, if not in person, virtually. We're so thrilled that we're able to do this with you this year. We weren't sure for a while if we were going to be able to get our Rotary Club fix, and we're so happy that we are. So thank you so much for being willing to accommodate us and have us perform for you in this way. So how is the sound right now? Can you hear me with decent clarity?
Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
Wonderful. So if throughout our performance, if it sounds like we need to make some adjustments, just let me know and we can see what we can do, kind of spur of the moment here. But I hope that things can come through pretty clearly for you all here. So anyway, my name is Chris Denton. I'm the choir director here at Westwood. This is my 6th year here. And I'm obviously, as many of you know, I'm in a line of a lot of other choir directors that have worked here. I'm so privileged to have this job at Westwood. I belong to a longtime Mesa family. I'm a Denton. My mother was a LeSueur, and so I'm sure that many of you probably know both of those families. We're proud. We've been longtime proud Mesa residents, and I love the rich choral heritage that has always existed here at Westwood. These students are wonderful this year. It's been an adventure. I think the entire world has been on an adventure this year, but it's been a particular kind of adventure for us as we have tried to figure out how to do choir in our new kind of learning model and with masks on. It's been quite interesting, but we feel that we've been doing a decent job and been working to help to bring out the power of music nonetheless. So I'd like to introduce to you our wonderful accompanist. This is Miss Allison Dale. I don't know if you can see her on the camera right now, but we are so grateful for her. She has been for over a decade now a longtime staple here at Westwood, and we're honored to have her collaborating with us. This is the Westwood Honor Choir. Guys, let's go ahead and stand up. Everyone say hi. Hi. They are the advanced mixed choir of Westwood High School, one of the oldest high school choirs in the district. They've been around pretty much since the beginning here. So these students are doing an awesome job of carrying on the rich choral tradition. All right, we would like to sing for you just a set of some of our traditional songs that we usually perform at our Christmas concert, our sacred Christmas concert called Canticles. We weren't able to have Canticles as we usually know it this year on a Sunday, but we did have a concert last night where we kind of combined a couple of our two different winter concert events, and we combined it into one. So we had kind of a Canticles-esque event last night and had limited seating in the auditorium, and we also live streamed it out to any friends or family that wanted to be in attendance as well. So anyway, we would like to sing for you our set. We're going to be opening with the traditional way that we usually open our Canticles performance. That is by singing O Come Emmanuel, arranged by Jeff Harris, a previous Westwood director. And then we'll go right into Joy to the World by John Rutter. O come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel, that mourns in lonely exile until the Son of God appear. Rejoice, rejoice. Emmanuel shall come to thee, O thunderous applause after that.
Look, they are.
Oh, thank you.
They are.
Thank
They're thunderous
you.
applause.
Thank you so much. That's how we usually start our Canticles performance every year. Question for you: How were you able to get the gist of it? Were you able to hear both choir and piano? Okay.
It sounded great.
Woohoo!
Getting nods and thumbs up.
All right, good. Also, I forgot. Is our camera on? Can you see us?
Yes.
Okay, good. Whew. I was scared. In the middle of the song, I was like, oh wait, did I press the camera button? Okay, good. I'm glad I did that. Thank you. Thank you. So the next song that we would like to sing for you guys is a special arrangement also unique to Westwood. This is an arrangement of Silent Night, written by Westwood alumni. Some of you may know her. Her name is Sharon Overall. This has become an arrangement that we love to sing every year, and we're excited to present it for you.
Applause, applause.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yay!
We sure love that arrangement. It's one of the most beautiful arrangements of Silent Night that I've ever heard. So next up, we would like to sing a Nigerian carol for you entitled Betlehemu. This features some soloists. Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna try to put myself on the spot and see if I can remember off the top of my head. So our soloists are going to be Sam William, Jesse Millett, and then let's see, on the middle part we've got Lila. Wait, right? No, who's on the middle? We've got Josie and Olivia, Josie Ellen and Olivia Porter, and then sing the high part we have Lila Wright and and Annika Brimley. There we go. Whew. All right, good job. Thank you, thank you. And soloists, when it's your turn to come down, rather than facing this way, go ahead and face the camera. So make a line right here, bottom, middle, top. Got it? All right.
Mr. Kentish, I moved over here just.
Oh, sounds good.
I just wanted the drum farther away from my.
Cool. Awesome. This song also features djembe, and Mama Dale is going to play the djembe for us. So that'll be fun. Thank you, thank you. And then,
She doesn't know how.
oh, you got this. And then we've got Alyssa Nagley on the tambourine. Yeah, on the tambourine. All right, here we go. Oh, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah. All right, good job, guys. Thank you, thank you. And we have one more song that we would like to sing for you today. This is a song entitled Bethlehem. It's a setting, it's actually a special setting of the song, O Little Town of Bethlehem. But it's set to a different tune, arranged by two of my very good friends. One of them is a former one of my former choir directors, J. Edmund Hughes, and he wrote it in collaboration with my good friend Mary Ellen Luce, who is a native of Mesa. So beautiful piece. Hope you enjoy it, and thank you so much for letting us perform for you today.
Hey.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It was a privilege to perform for you. Thank you for having us.
Christopher, thank you so much. You've done it once again. You've proven that even in difficult circumstances, you pulled it off. Thank you. We're all we're all in the Christmas spirit. I can tell from the chat room that everybody's really upbeat about it. You did a great job.
Thank you very much.
And I have good news for you and your choir.
We appreciate you guys. Happy Hanukkah.
Right back at you. Chris, I have good news for you in the choir. As you know, in the past, we've always had a donation for your group, and we will this year as well. But in looking back, we recognize that one year in the recent past, one of our checks wasn't cashed. So actually, you're going to get a double check this time. So we have a check to you for $1,000 to keep doing what you do very, very well. Thank you on behalf of my club, every one of us, to each of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Wow.
Merry Christmas.
Nice.
That is very nice.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to each of you.
Thanks, Ben.
In just a moment, I'm going to ask Joe Wilson to take the mic. So I'm going to conclude the program, but not until Joe concludes her piece along with Rich. So Joe, go ahead.
Thank you very much. First of all, as program chair, I am delighted that we were able to get the choir this year. I think it was just as impressive on video as it was in person, but we did miss them in person. And I sat here thinking about how our hands are in, our country's in good hands when we see young people like that. First of all, standing there with mask on, singing in this time that we're going through. So I just felt a warmth about all of that. And I thank them so much for being a part of it. So to conclude today's program, we want to announce the winners. You all will receive a little, not much, but a little gift in the mail. So the first for backdrop, the first one goes to the most festive backdrop. And we thought that had to be representing our city. And so that's Jen and Yvonne as the most festive background representing our city. Anna, thank you. And I don't have your new address. I don't think so. You need to send it to me if you would sometime, Jen, so I can get it to you. The next one is the most original. And I started to call it, we talked about having the one that most represented the individual, but I decided maybe I should just the most original. And that's Craig and his background with his reindeer on it. So Craig, you will be receiving something too. And the final one was the one that we were looking for, something that we thought represented the individual member of our club. And the one we've decided upon for best representing the individual is James with his background that was representative of his business and what he did this week with his fireside chat. So all of you will be receiving your little gift in the mail. And again, thank you and Merry Christmas from the committee. It's all yours, Ben.
Joe, you and Rich did a great job and the choir was just amazing. Maybe we should try to do that twice a year. What do you think? Why wait till Christmas to do that? Well, we have some time to plan that. So in conclusion, let's all be thankful for this wonderful group. We have a nice friendship here and a good way to do service, and we come together every week. And that's thanks to everyone in this meeting. Now, remember, of course, the next two meetings won't be meetings. The next two Wednesdays are dark. So it'll be 3 weeks from now when we get together again. And we're going to keep you guessing just a little bit, but the program committee is working as we speak. We're going to have some interesting topics, just a sampling of a couple of the programs in the next month and a half or so. We're going to have an important club assembly meeting in mid-January, and we're going to have a unique Ike Parish Fellows program. So we're going to talk a little bit about the business of Rotary, and then with the Ike Parish Fellows, we're going to talk a little bit about the meaning of Rotary. Both programs, I think, will be valuable, and we hope that you're all there. Lots more to come, but for today, that's all. Let's go out and make it an outstanding day. We're always in a pretty good mood when we leave here. I am anyway. So let's keep it up and have a great Christmas, great New Year's, happy Hanukkah, happy holidays. See you soon.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.